This is the Deuces podcast with the best sis advice.
From the Gen Z to the boomers, we got you covered. What's up, doers? Welcome back to another episode of the Deuces podcast. And I do have Jenyl here with me finally after 2 weeks of just being Jenylless.
Yep, I am back. I am here now. It's been a while since I feel like I've been on the pod.
I know, it actually has. But we're doing audio only because, we just having some technical difficulties as always. I feel
Per usual.
We should put that in our bio. The Deuces podcast, we always have technical difficulties.
Or something's always wrong. Wait, if my phone locks, is it going to still record?
I don't know.
Or if I'm not on the actual page?
You have to, whatever link I send you, you have to stay there.
Okay,
I don't know why you would want to go somewhere else.
Well, no, I'm saying because my phone, like the dim, the light started to dim, like it's gonna lock. So I was like, wait, does that mean it would end the recording? Because I didn't put my phone to never be able to unlock.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just gonna see if it does or not. Hold on, it's about to unlock, and then I'll see if I could still hear you. If you could still hear me.
Okay.
Well, it's turning dark now. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you too.
Okay, perfect. So you can lock your phone. I'm going to keep mine unlocked just in case, since I'm the one hosting. Anyway, hello, doers. Thank you. I want to thank Garisa, if she's listening to this, for being my co-host.
If she better be.
You know what she is. She
goes, be your own.
It literally will be your own. But it's just, I feel kind of sad because I feel like I don't see your face. This is a little
I know,
weird.
it's like a different kind of connection.
It is. I feel like you're like, in a new city or something, and I'm like trying to talk to you on the phone. I don't know how I feel about this. We gotta get our stuff together. I like looking at your face.
Thank you for that.
Oh, was that too much? Was that too much?
No.
Okay,
it just sounded funny.
I'll dial it down.
But no, yeah. So if it does sound like we're on a phone, it's because we are. And we're just trying to figure things out with our, again, technical stuff. So we're just gonna go, but we dedicated to give you guys something today. So that's why we are here, and we are continuing, and we're here.
Exactly. And I think I'm gonna mess around with some stuff. I'll talk to you about this after. I think I have some solutions, but we'll figure it out. But we can go ahead and just kind of get started on some things. I did watch the sunrise. Oh my gosh.
What?
Boring you?
No, I'm just very sleepy. And I had to remember those little Alani new packets that they sent y'all on Snap a long time ago. So I had one I found in my purse, not my purse, in the cupboard. And I was like, oh, let me try it. So I drank it on the way here. But I think that's definitely like if you're already kind of awake and now you just need some energy. Like, I don't think those specifically are made to like actually wake you up like they're real drinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have that energy drink if you want some, just for some caffeine. I told you.
I know, but I just really don't like the taste. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue what we're saying. Sorry, Summer, I turned pretty.
Yeah, I didn't watch episode 3. I figured I can just go skip to 4.
You didn't watch episode...
I watched episode 1 and 2, and then I stopped. And I really wanted to commit, and I told you and keep my promise that we would talk about it today. So I just kind of skipped episode 3, went straight to episode 4, which was fine. I gave a recap. The cousin's very annoying. Everything is cringy. The whole like smacking of the giraffe setting, like, no, ma'am.
Oh, did you see what I was talking about? How they said they try to make kids look young.
Yes.
I was like, Conrad, wearing a bucket hat and glasses does not mean you're fucking 17, huh?
I know, they just throw a hat on him and he's like, oh, he's 10. Like, what?
And then Belly's braids. Again, I don't know. So this is something that I wish we would have been talking about on TikTok, but we could like put our clip on TikTok. Well, I guess we talk about next week when this week's episode comes out. We can like recap it again. But yeah, I don't know who is their stylist this season. I don't know who is their hair makeup artist, but all the outfits suck. And the hairstyles suck. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that team, but they need to get it together. Because it's not the summer I turned pretty anymore at this point. Because those outfits are just
mediocre.
The summer I turned mediocre because these outfits are just not happening for me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the cringiness. I hate when shows try to make them feel relevant. Where it's like, I'm going viral on TikTok. Like, I hate when shows do that.
I was like, shut up. And
And
honestly, I'm getting sick and tired of all of Belly's like fucking every little thing reminds her of Suzanne. And I get it because that's obviously the place where they went all the time to see her. But I'm just like, damn, just try to have some fun.
I know.
Like I feel like every time she like gets all quiet, she has some memory, whether it's with Conrad or with her. I'm just like, oh my God, like shut up.
She
But
needs
can
to
we
move
talk about,
on.
huh?
She needs to move on in general with everything.
I mean, I agree, everyone grieves differently, obviously.
Yes, of
But
course.
I guess obviously for the show, but I'm just like, damn, every time there's like a fun moment, there's some sad memory. I'm like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean?
uh,
But people are saying because there's a lot of like Taylor Swift. Okay, that's another thing. As Summer turned pretty, stop with the damn music. Enough. I've had enough. There is like a song for everything.
yeah, there is.
And it's
Like,
not like just
too
it's not like
much.
instrumental music. It's like actual like songs for every like little thing. I'm like, do we really need to play that song right now? Like they're rock climbing. Like,
Oh,
do you know what I
yeah.
mean? There's like songs
Yeah.
for every little action. I'm just like, bro, and they're like again, they're like popular songs. So it's just like, is that necessary? The both brothers just still aren't it for me. I think they casted Conrad awfully, excuse me. Because he's not cute and he does not give the bad boy mysterious boy.
Yeah, I think they're trying to what I've heard on the street was they're trying to like change the trope of like how teen shows are. Like when we were growing up, it was really like in our face, like popular jock, bully, mean girl. Like that was just like how our movies were. And they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to like change it so when these kids are growing up watching, it's kind of like more, you know what I mean? Because like for us, it's like, oh, it was like you're a popular girl, you're the quarterback, day of the cheerleader, and you're the nerd, and this, and the nerd goes to the, you know what I mean, like that whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for next week's episode.
Wait, hold on. Have you seen that? You know how like because back to the music talk before I forget. You know how like they're saying like all the random music. Someone was like, it was snowing on the beach. You had the perfect opportunity to play snow on the beach, but yeah, you put a Taylor Swift song in some other random scene.
I
Like it was
didn't
snow
think
on the
about
beach.
that.
It was like play snow on the beach when it was actually snowing on the beach.
That would have been perfect because like when Taylor Swift sang that song, I was like, when is there ever snow on the beach? I've never seen that in my life. And then there's the perfect right there. It's this is how it
Well,
happened.
did you live by the beach summer where it snowed? Of course you wouldn't see it.
I know. I just didn't think of where there was a beach there was snow, but I guess I didn't think about Cape Cod.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I didn't think of that when it snows
Snow
places
on the
like where it's
beach.
cold. You know what I mean?
Oh, speaking of, since you weren't here when I asked Elisa this question, what did you think about Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo?
Um, I personally I like it. I think it's a great song. Her vocals are insane. They sound so good as they typically do. I hated the video. The video was I got the idea what she was doing, but it wasn't. It was stupid to me at the same time. I was like, "Where are you running from? Where are you running to?"
I haven't seen the video, but like the more and more I'm listening to it, the more and more I'm liking it better.
No, I love the song. I love the meaning behind it. You know, because I feel like in the fame world, everyone has had that some sort of guy trying to suck fame out of you or get clout from you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a great song. I love the message. Again, I just hated the video. She had so much potential with just the vampire itself. Like it could have been really cool and like actual vampire. I don't know, like something fun. But her video, like the idea was there because it's basically her in the field was stupid. That's why I was like, what
Oh,
are you
I need to
doing?
watch this video because I have yet to see it.
That's why I thought, oh, like the field. I feel like it was kind of like a hint towards Twilight, you know, because they're like the lavender field.
Oh, and they're vampires.
Yeah, so that's what I thought.
Hmm.
Okay, I was like, okay, we're going with that. And then she just ended up like on stage, like winning a Grammy, and then there was like people trying to like all these people trying to take pictures of her. But like to me, there was like if you did not hear the lyrics, the video didn't make sense. I was like, there should have been like a guy in there who's like only takes pictures or only wants to hang out with her if she's going in public or like you know what I mean? Like kind of like go with the actual song, but
Yeah.
like she made it more like what everyone wants fame from her. And this was obviously towards one specific guy, but I don't know. I love the song. I'm excited for the album. I'm excited to see what her other vibes are because I know you guys talked about it being guts. So her first one was her being like bitter and sour towards relationships and love and all that. So this is guts. So I feel like this is her being more kind of like okay, like now I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm excited for her. If she has on tour, I will not drop the ball on this
For the
time.
third time.
For the third.
Actually, no. I think we should try it out.
I mean,
Because
go.
fool
I
me
would
once, shame
love
on
for
you.
it.
Fool me
But the
twice,
thing
shame
about
on
it
me.
is, it's not just that. I have been lucky 3 times to get the verified fan. You know, like y'all. That's one of the reasons why I do it. Because I've gotten lucky 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So I think hopefully, if someone else, you guys are more than happy to do it as well. Just like hope you'll get that verified fan thing. And
Well, we could try with Nicki Minaj.
oh yeah, because I want to go to that.
I definitely want to go to her concert. Actually, I don't know because I don't know what she's gonna sing because I wasn't really a fan of her last album. The one Queen something whatever, the last one, the one where Chung Lee's on.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that whole album itself. So I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna just be that album because that's her last album that came out,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's gonna be just like a compilation of everything because she hasn't had a new album to tour for specifically because that album came out years ago.
Yeah, the songs that we like.
No, her last album came out like years ago.
The one that goes "Good for him." That album with her like
Yeah, I
standing on
think
a
so.
tree or something, like it's like bread.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. On the tree.
Oh,
That
that
came
did
out
come
back
out.
in like 2018 or something like
Oh
that.
my
So
god, time is just so
I know that seems
together.
so fucking fast. But like I was saying, so like she doesn't have a new album, like so I feel it'll be like all of her songs put together. Like again, because you know, like, you go on tour when you have a specific album that just came out, you know what I mean, for that
Mm-hmm.
album, but she hasn't had an album unless she's hinting that she's gonna release one and then go on tour for that one. But I think
Okay.
obviously she's probably gonna play like, you know, Moment for Life, her iconic ones, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to see. Maybe because I don't know if I want to go pay for the concert for Moment for Life because that's the songs I know. And is she gonna sing Roman's Revenge?
I'm pretty sure. Like I loved her Pink Print album, so I know a lot of those songs. I feel like she would sing. Obviously Monster, you know, and Starships are meant to.
Oh,
I don't think she'll sing that era of her
bees
songs,
in the
but
trap, bees in the trap.
bitches ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing. I don't know. I definitely will go to that concert because I should have went to the Pink Print one. I just didn't have the money at the time because I was a broke college gal. But I will be attending if she does go on tour because I feel like it'd be really fun. But I think I would want to know the set list first. The Bobs.
Yeah, I think I would like that too. I will be more than happy to accompany you. And then if Taylor does a second, I don't know when she'll do a second tour of America.
It's gonna have to be next fall
Yeah.
because all like the end of this year and the beginning of next year into the summer is her European tour. So I'm like, is she just gonna go back in next fall?
Or is
I
it
don't know.
gonna
I
be
guess
like,
people really have to love what they do because I'd be motherfucking tired. I would want, and that sounds like honestly a nightmare.
well, I guess because like Homegirl's been like gone for years, so now she's like, okay, I'm making up for those years.
That's
And
true.
and Homegirl's making bank, so she's probably like, it's nice to like,
Yeah, she supposedly is on the track to being the first billionaire off of music alone.
good for
Like
her.
without any endorsements, without any other side companies, because she doesn't have anything. The only thing she remotely kind of did was her perfume when she was like 19. But other than that, like she literally does nothing else besides all she does is music. She's got no perfume. She's got no lingerie line like Rihanna. She's
No
got
makeup.
no makeup, no books, no, you know, literally nothing besides music, you know, which I think is pretty cool. But I would be interested to see what she would do. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't really give me makeup vibes because I mean, maybe she sold like a red lipstick. So that's what she's kind of like trademarked for. Not trademarked, but like, she
Yeah,
wears
that's
like
her like thing. Because she
her
had
thing.
Cardigan, but Cardigan was only sold on her website.
Yeah, that's true.
So
So it wasn't like anything. But I'm not sure. But yeah, that does sound like an actual nightmare. Because speaking of tours, we did see that Harry Styles, after 2 years, which is actually insane, finally finished his tour. Homeboy's probably exhausted. He probably never wants to write a song again.
mm-hmm.
Probably, I would not want to do that. I would not want to tour. That's so long.
Yeah. Did you hear Zayn's song?
I have not actually. I was going to pull it up. Probably on the way home, I will listen to that song because I'm pretty interested.
Like I said, it's not pillow talk, and it's not that song with Taylor Swift, but it's a fun song. Like, I think it's a good song to get him back kind of into the groove of things. But like this thing with Zayn, Grace is gonna have to correct me if I'm wrong because she's the Zayn fanatic in the fam. But like I don't know his vibe. So like I thought it was like R&B, like when it was like
He
that,
is.
you know, but this one's like not R&B. Like I don't
Maybe he's trying
know.
to step out of his comfort zone. And also, you always put out like the most poppy like radio song, your singles first. So people can listen to it on the radio all the time and it's like constantly played, or a TikTok song, I would say. And then obviously your more in-depth music is like on your album.
Yeah. I
You
don't
know what I
know.
mean?
You'll know what I'm
But I
talking
am
about. Like
interested to see his new song, his career. I guess we could just talk pop culture today or what's going on in the world because
I
that's all we're
guess
talking about.
so. I guess
Um,
so.
so let's bring up the Ariana Grande rumors. What do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, Ariana Grande, I love her to death, but she has a history of being a homewrecker all the
She
time.
does. She does.
So, like, I'm not surprised by this being that. I do feel bad for the wife and the kid because, like, being a
She
broken
literally has a song about it. Break up with your boyfriend, I'm
No, that's
bored.
no, literally Derek was like, huh, that makes more sense, the song. And I was like, what song? It's like break up with your girlfriend or whatever. And I was like, I guess I never when I heard it, I just didn't think about it.
Same.
And
Well, I
then
don't. To me, like something this drastic, like speak up. Like I get not
who?
addressing rumors all the time, like
Who?
because I'm sure it gets Ariana Grande or
Oh.
Dalton or the actual the Junies guy. Everyone makes is saying he looks like the guy from Spy Kids. But like to me, if something like this drastic to where it's like a married woman and a pregnant woman are involved, so to me, either has to be true because if I was seeing that, I would be like, dude, say something. Say this isn't fucking real. Like if I was the wife, like you know what I
Well, he
mean?
divorced her.
Huh?
They're going through a divorce.
See, I don't know. I haven't had any full confirmation. So that's why I'm just like, is this true? Is this not true? Same thing with Ariana Grande. Like I feel like that's something you need to speak up about if it's not
But I feel
true.
like she never speaks about anything.
Literally never. She just makes random TikToks about being nice to people. But that's what I'm saying. But then I saw this other verified account saying that Dalton and her are fine. Like they just got matching tattoos like a month ago. I mean, that doesn't say anything, because obviously people just get them
Really,
removed.
there's been pictures of him with other women like recently because they've been separated since January. And the reason for their breakup, of course, is all alleged, was that like he wasn't ready for her kind of lifestyle. Like I was like, homegirl, you were dating Ariana Grande. Like, what do you mean her lifestyle? Like
Yeah, like I feel like there's levels to fame. So like if he was dating like a reality star, like there'd be fine. Like you might have paparazzi here and there, you might be spoken about, but paparazzi's not following you outside your hotel for a reality star or like an Instagrammer or an influencer. No one's like standing outside of James Charles's house. Like you know what I mean? But if he's at
yeah.
Target, they're gonna take a picture. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, because he said that when they first started dating, it was in the like, COVID, where nobody was doing anything. So it was like, oh, I guess he didn't realize like when she starts to work, like it's time to work. Like she's doing, especially since she's doing Wicked. Did
was
you
that
hear
thunder?
that?
Was that thunder?
Was that thunder? I don't
Oh
know if
my
the mic picked
gosh.
that up. I saw like the outside getting kind of gloom, but I thought it was just a
I
cloud.
literally did not.
Oh, well, where I'm in part of our studio, the
Oh, I
windows
could
are
see just
like
the clouds
dark.
shifting.
Yeah. Oh my
But
God. I wasn't expecting it to rain.
Ariana Grande, you deserve to be shitted on if this is true because his poor wife did not deserve to be pregnant and married. And the guy that you're with is absolutely probably the worst guy. He's random.
He's the freaking SpongeBob Broadway star. Like, who wants
Like
to date SpongeBob?
let's get it together, Ari. Like,
Yeah, and
come
like I
on.
said, she
I
has
mean,
a
actually, hold
history.
on. That sounded very ugly. We're not bashing him.
No, no, no,
We're
not
just saying,
there.
out of everyone to go with, why are you going with somebody who has married with kids in his
Exactly. It's
Facebook?
not about the looks, even though everyone is up to their opinion of who they find attractive. We're just saying that, like, this is a
Shit
married
on him
man.
because he's a shitty person, not because of what he looks like.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And because, like,
And
I
shit
feel
on her
like
because I don't care, Ari. I absolutely love you, girl, but this is a whore thing to do. No, not a whore. This is a hoe thing to do. Um,
exactly. And like I said, she has a bad history with, like, we have like 4 people on my finger I could talk about how the girls were like, no, like, it's a little suspicious. But, hence why she's quiet. And
I don't know.
Hope it was worth
I
it.
really hope it's not true, but I feel like she would have said something already if it wasn't. But I need some sort of confirmation or denial at this point because that's pretty fucked up, Ari. I'm not standing with you. I'm not a girl's girl on this. I am on the people's side because this is fucked up. His poor
Mhm.
wife and future child does not deserve this, no matter who you are. So I really hope it's not true.
Yeah, there's a lot
She's
of
a
stuff.
serial dater. Like she's a serial dater. She can't be single. A lot of people are like that. I don't know why, but she's one of them. You need to be
Yes.
single for a bit. Your song, you lied about it in your song. I'm spending time with Ari and I'm fine with that. No, you're not fine with that, Ari, because you can't be single. Okay. So
I
don't
know
put something out that's not true.
the seven husbands of Ariana Grande is what she's trying to do right now.
Basically, you speaking of the seven husbands, so you know supposedly that's like loosely based on Elizabeth Taylor. It's
Mm-hmm.
actually also loosely based on another Hollywood star I saw on TikTok. I think I sent it to you. I did send it to you. You probably didn't watch it, bitch.
I don't remember who.
So no. So
I can't
I
recall. I apologize.
basically it was the same, like a gorgeous woman back in the early 20s, a beautiful actor. I mean, actress who dated a lot of men, and
Uh-huh.
married a lot of men, and was very scandalous about it. Was like in an abusive relationship where they would beat each other up all the time, which is kind of the from that one guy who hit her.
Adler.
Like that's where it kind of came in. And she was a harlot back in the day, I guess they would say. And she dated a lot of married men, which that had nothing to do with Evelyn, but just like the whole scandal of it, like getting married just to get married, like kind of how Evelyn did,
Mm-hmm.
just to do it. And then where the real connection also comes in at was she started going bankrupt with her money. So she wanted to sell her stories of all the crazy shit that she did in Hollywood and who she slept with and who did what, like, all the selling everybody's secrets. And she dated Frank Sinatra,
Hmm.
who I know. So I was like, of course, glamorous. And both of them were running wild back in Hollywood, which I feel like would probably be the best time because obviously, like the roaring 20s and the 30s, they would do crazy shit together. They would like vandalize things, like throw like crazy parties, like kind of just like be like a wild lifestyle. And then they divorced. So he um was so in love with her, obviously that they broke up, that he just continued to pay for her. So she wrote a book that she was going to sell with all her dirty secrets of Hollywood,
Uh-huh.
kind
Mm-hmm.
of like
Evelyn Hugo.
right, sold her, not like she wasn't going broke or anything, Evelyn Hugo, but like the idea of like the storytelling writing. Like here's a
Interesting.
story, is where they came from, was that girl. So most of the husbands part, she dated a lot of men, but the husbands was more Elizabeth Taylor. But the whole idea of selling her stories is from this other actress. But then Frank Sinatra was like, no, we don't want these secrets to come out, so I'll pay for the rest. I'll pay whatever you want for the rest of your life. Basically, take care of her, which
Do
is
we know
very
who this
nice of us
woman
to.
is?
I forgot what her name is, but I will bring it up.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
find it and then I'll send it to you. But that's why. And then they ended up, after obviously Frank Sinatra and her both died. The stories are coming out like now.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that. That sounds very
Yeah,
interesting.
so I will be buying that book. So I'm kind of interested to see what the drama was back in the 30s. I mean, now it's kind of like, who cares because it's the 30s. But it would be pretty cool because I guess there was some sexuality being brought into it, whether it was hers dating a woman or it was two men dating somebody that she found out about in Hollywood or something like that. So that's why it was another like huge inspo for Evelyn Hugo, because you know how she was dating Cecilia or whatever. So I think
Mhm.
that was also like brought into it, which I thought was really interesting. Whoever is the writer of Evelyn Hugo, I feel like that's pretty cool to like draw from like old Hollywood and kind of like making it, you know what I mean?
100%. I'm gonna have to look into this. Makes me,
Oh, well, I
like I said,
did send you a TikTok if you want to
scroll up and
just
find
scroll
it.
back up because I did send it to you. But I don't know who is on it, but they need to start making that ASAP because I'm so excited to watch that.
Okay, definitely look into that. What would you name your memoir?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I would name. I honestly have no idea, but I would want Zendaya to play me. I feel like that would be a good match.
Zendaya
Not me being delusional, but I would like Zendaya to play my life.
and The Rock play Tony.
Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. Yes, and The Rock would play Tony, I would say.
That's a cute
Who
story.
would you want to play you? What would your book be or your memoir?
I think I'm gonna get Kiki Palmer, Serene Delulu.
Ooh, Kiki Palmer.
Kiki Palmer will play me, and for Derek, Tom Holland. Keep it in the fam.
Oh, Tom Holland. Okay, I
Yeah.
can see that. I think mine would be I would want like a clever name for my memoir. Like nothing boring like The Real Jenyl.
The life of
The
Jenyl.
Life of Jenyl. Whack,
Is
lame.
it Jenyl or is it Jenyl?
I know. Boo, tomato, tomato. I don't know, something cool like in between. I don't know. Like I guess whatever I'd be known for. So like if I was like a movie star, maybe it would be like
I think
after call time is done or something like that.
mine
Not
would
call
be
time. What is
like,
it called? Whenever they end.
oh, curtain call.
Curtain call. Yeah, after the curtain call or something like that.
I
Or
think
between the scripts or something like that.
mine will probably be like, um,
When the
I
microphone's off
the microphone is off.
from our podcast.
And I was gonna be like, something out there that's gonna grab people's attention. Just like I'm glad my mom's dead. So it'll be like, um, I promise I'll lose weight or something like that I always say. Like,
Oh,
you
okay.
know what I mean? Like,
This is what it would be if I lost weight or something like that.
yeah, that's what I would do. Something like that. Because it's like I'm always talking about once I get there, I'll get there.
Yeah. Speaking of, what books are you reading right now? Any new books?
I haven't read anything on my personal list. I'm reading that one about
Oh, then
the
she was
dog.
gone for the book club.
Yeah, I'm at the part where I guess spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't read it. I'll give you a second. I just entered part 3 about the tutor's life.
Oh, the tutor's life. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm right there. I just started
What are your
that.
thoughts on it?
I think I'm guessing it. Like I'm kind of think I'm guessing the thing. It's just interesting. That's all I can say. Like I don't really have thoughts to it yet, but it's starting to get
Mm-hmm.
good now. It was kind of bored in the beginning.
Yeah, it was a very slow
It
burn.
was boring, and then now with the whole like the tutors, that girl's mom, I'm going, oh, okay, so I'm a little more interested in it now.
Yeah, no, I definitely did not really like that book. To say the least, was not my fave. I think I gave it like a 3 on my 3 out of 10.
Ooh, that's low.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the twist is pretty interesting. I mean, the twist was okay, but almost too
Like I
predictable.
said, it's predictable. I want to try and guess it, but I want to like let myself have it. You know, like let me
Yeah,
not try to guess it. 'Cause that's what happened. The other book just pissed me off, so I stopped reading it. But I need to get some new books. Everyone's been telling me to read that Court and Thorns book. Like start the second one already because you'll get so much better. I just haven't brought myself
I
to
know.
read.
I haven't brought myself to finish the first one either, and it's not that I don't like it. Like it's a good book, but like
It's
when I
just
read a book,
really
like
hard to get out of smut thought. You know. Like
oh
once you read
yeah,
like a
it
smut book,
is.
it's really hard to go back to normal. You know what I mean? If you haven't read normal in a long time, because it's like that's it.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get through the Cruel Prince. But what I do is because like it's hard for me because I'm trying to read. I read books like multiple books at a time, which is not a good thing to do.
Hmm.
But I don't want to keep reading it to where I'm getting bored and I don't like it, so I stop myself and I pick up another book and then I go back to it if I do like the book.
Yeah.
So what I do is I read a book. I read a chapter from my regular book and then I'll read my other book, like my smutty book, and then I'll read like two chapters from my regular book and I'll go like back and forth. So I get kind of the best of both worlds, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Like reading a good book, like a mystery or like mine. Like I'm really into like mythical books and like powers and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I hate just reading normal life books because I'm just like, this is like reality, like this could happen. And I like reading likes to take me out of reality, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
So like that's why I like to read whimsical books with like stuff that's not going to happen because it kind of gives me a break from reality for a little bit. Like I don't want to keep reading about someone having tax fraud and like
Yeah. I
real
think the
life
next
stuff.
real life book I'll read is going to be Britney Spears' book. Will be the next one I'll read.
Mm.
But I have some
I
time.
honestly, I don't even trust it. Like I really don't. Like I'm like someone's telling. What do you think about that? Do you think she's real?
Oh, I don't know.
To be honest,
I
like
feel
I
like
don't. I don't think it's her. I feel like it was in the beginning and then things just are getting worse. And like people have no lives, but I do love them for that because the way they be debunking stuff and like the look at the his sunglasses, she's not even there, and like the whole wedding
Well,
video,
then
which
who got slapped in Vegas touching that Spurs player?
I don't think it was her because people are just like, first of all, if you don't watch sports religiously, you don't know who he is. Second of all, he's just got drafted. Like there was literally no people around him. Like he's not LeBron James at the casino where it's gonna be thousands of people. Like people are like, in what world does Brittney Spears know the number one draft pick 18 going to the San Antonio Spurs? Not like the Lakers, not like, a big team like, the Bulls, where it's kind of like a big known team. Like the San Antonio Spurs, you only know them if you watch sports. Like they're not like a paraded team. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they're
Yeah.
not like, a celebrity filled
But
team because the Spurs
the
aren't
thing is, like,
celebrities.
people saw her there, so is that just not her? Like, it's a girl that looks like her?
It could be. I mean, I'm not saying it's not her, but like, that's a weird connection. Why are you, Brittney fucking Spears, asking some random ass 18-year-old first draft NBA pick who's not even a celebrity yet to take a picture with him? How do you even know him? Like, not saying she doesn't watch sports, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not
No,
like
I'm
it was
kind of
like,
feeling guilty now of buying the book. 'Cause I'm like, oh my God, what if, like, that book's not going to her? It's going to someone else. And, like,
but like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I totally get that.
I
Like,
feel like
I
it's a
don't trust
little
the book.
odd.
I don't trust the book.
I don't trust the book either. Now I'm kind of sad. Maybe I'll go retract my order because,
What if
like,
it's not her? Do you really think that someone didn't like take her shit out of there? Like, I don't know. Like, it's so weird to me because it's just everything's just weird. The whole her
yeah,
wedding was weird.
I
Like,
feel like we gotta talk to Selena Gomez because she was at that wedding randomly.
I don't trust Selena Gomez now because people are just like that was the most random ass group of people together, and none of them are all like good friends. Like the people saying like it was a green screen background, which I can totally see. Because the singing, I don't know, like everyone who's like putting things together, and it's Hollywood. I wouldn't put it past anybody.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go retract my order just because, like, most people who do like celebrity memoirs, like, they have pictures of them now, not like herself back when she was 21. Like they use like an old photo of her.
But I guess maybe because that's what, like she was the most iconic then, so that's what they want to. Maybe that's the picture she likes the best about herself because she's not aging well. But I
I
think it's
know.
obviously all
I
the shit
want
she's been
someone to
through.
give her some damn high waisted shorts. Like, I need them to go up past her belly button.
Yeah, and she
Something.
needs to remove that eye makeup. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's her. I don't know if it's like like Hollywood is just so crazy. Like again, I wouldn't put it past Hollywood, but I just cannot fathom them having like a freaking AI face on her face on
Oh
somebody
my
else's
God, yeah,
body
especially
doing
how
that shit.
crazy AI is now. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I just don't want to believe it, but like it's just the behavior is wild and weird. So that's why I don't trust the book because I don't trust that she actually wrote it. She can't even write an Instagram caption. What makes you think she could write a book?
I mean,
Like,
she probably has ghostwriters, but like, I
but
see
that's
what
what
you're
I'm saying.
saying.
Like I feel like somebody else is writing it for her and like taking stuff out, like not putting what she actually wants to be put in there. And even though she's supposedly not in her conservatorship, you never
I
know.
feel like if we don't hear anything, like any horror stories within her book, it's
It's
fake.
not. It was not
Because, like, I'm
exactly
not
like.
saying you have to tell every little detail of them strapping you to the bed, but like Jeanette McCurdy's book was pretty dark of what she had, what dealt with her and her mom. And if there's quite a few memoirs of like dark, and Britney Spears is one of the darkest things that happened to her.
I
So
was
if there's
gonna
a
say it
similar
has to be one
story.
of the darkest. She has to talk about the conservatorship. She has to talk about
Yeah,
her
she has
shaving
to
her
talk
head.
about like, yeah, shaving her head, talking about getting her kids taken away. I would think she would want that infamous fight between her kids and her dad. Like, if none of that's in there, then but the thing, then maybe I should keep my order so I can read it.
That's true. So you can see. I don't know. I'm not gonna trust anything until she's interviewed by like Oprah, like in person,
Mm-hmm.
no AI,
Mm-hmm.
no freaking people behind her to tell her what she can and can't say.
Yeah,
Not
this
a
is a
radio
job for
show, not like
Oprah.
a documentary where it can be like edited out. She could be told what to say, like a full ass live interview with somebody and like ask her all the hard questions so no one's there telling her what not to say. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but what about Jordan and Kylie? What are we feeling?
I'm okay because it's been years now. I'm pretty sure they've talked multiple times before having their hard launch to the world. Like I said, if like Chloe's fine with it, they're fine with. The reason I find it okay is because Chloe's taken Tristan back 60 times, so like it's fine. I was never a fan of Jordan beforehand. I'm
Jordan
not
was
a
so fucking boring. Like, shut
yeah.
up. Every time she
Like I said,
talked, I was like, shut up.
I don't know because she was lost in Kylie's sauce. But still, like if her and Kylie were, I don't think it'd be the same friendship like they once were because one, like they're both in two different places. Kylie's a mom of two. Like it won't be like that weird dynamic at King Kylie era. Like to me,
Yeah.
I'm like it was more shocking because it's like, whoa, I completely forgot about this whole
Well,
thing.
first of all, that whole family's just fucked up in general because like everyone always loves to pin Tristan, but Scott was a shitty ass person too, and they were all besties with him still. So like that's why people are like, you can't get mad at them for hanging out with Tristan when they hang out with Scott. He was just as bad.
Exactly, and that's
You
what
know
I
what I
said.
mean?
I'm not
But then this
upset
is where it
about it.
gets annoying. This is where it gets fucking annoying. They're like, okay, so then why can't they hang out with Black China? Because like it's literally reversed. Like she did
Black
shitty stuff
China
to
tried to sue them.
that's what I was saying. I was like, Black China tried to sue them for $100 million that she don't even have. Like insane. I don't know. That family's weird because they should have left Scott back where he deserved. Just been a co-parent. Obviously, do the same thing with Tristan. Being a co-parent. Well, he does not
And
need to
that's
be
why I said
partying
they
with you
can't be
guys.
mad at Jordan for like yeah, at the time when it happened, it was shocking because it was like, what the fuck? That's when it was pretty much Scandival before that. Like we were not expecting this out of everyone in the room. We wouldn't expect this from like Kylie's little, best friend.
Best friend.
But
Yeah.
now time has moved on and
Like I
Tristan
said,
has
that's okay. This is like, it's just so, I don't know. To me, that's unforgivable. Unforgivable. Like, how are you, my best friend, knowing that everything's obviously Tristan is, we all know, actually, no, they are both equal in this part because it wasn't some random whore. It was your best friend. You know what I mean? To me, that's unforgivable. I don't care if y'all accept Tristan back or not. That's unforgivable of Kylie. For me personally. But if Chloe is fine with it, then I guess Kylie's fine with it. But to me, I wouldn't even care if my sister was fine with it. To me, like that's just grimy. Like, you know
it's
what I
just
mean?
betrayal in general.
It's betrayal. That's what I'm saying in general. Whether Chloe's forgiven or whatever her
But
healing journey is, but
like I said, that family is just odd in general. Like a normal family wouldn't be okay with
wouldn't.
that. But they can't. But
Yeah,
they said they keep Scott around. They
they
hang
keep
out with
Tristan around, right?
Lamar. Like
But
they're
that's what I'm
just.
saying. So like, can they not keep Kanye around?
Well, I guess
He's
also.
degraded Kim in different ways, but to me, it's just as bad as what Tristan's doing. It's just Kanye's
Yeah.
more a bigger celebrity than both Tristan and Scott put together. So of course it's gonna be like on a
But
different
I think they're not
level.
keeping him around because Kim says no. You know what I mean?
Because exactly, you know why? Because Kim's fucking smart.
Yeah, for
Why
a
that?
little bit, Courtney was just like, I don't care, I'm cool with it for the kids. And then eventually Courtney was like, stop, like I'm over it, please, But like
Especially
Kim
now that
from
she's married.
Kim from the beginning was like, no, like no. But Kim's
Before
always
he
been like
started
that.
wilding out.
You know what I mean? Kim's been like that but no matter what, from the very beginning, she was like, cut him off. And like, no, he's part of the family. She's like, no, like, why are we even talking to this person? She's a little more not
Normal.
ruthless, but yeah, normal.
No, I think she's just the most normal when it comes to it. Like, who gives a fuck if Scott's been in your life for 15 years? He should not be like, you guys should be hanging out, like him and Chloe hang out. Like, no, like, I don't know. He's a part of the cast now, so that might be what's going on. But like, I'm same thing. I'm with like Kendall, how she was just like, why is Scott here? Courtney's here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to me,
Mm-hmm.
especially now that she's married, it's kind of like he doesn't need to be at everything and he gets all fucking butthurt about it. But it's like, no, you are an ex-boyfriend. That's what you are. An ex-boyfriend,
You're
the
literally,
father of her kids. So,
yeah.
like, I think, I don't know, I guess just because even though they did shitty stuff to them, they weren't like lying and saying wild stuff like Kanye was doing. So I think it would make everybody more awkward if he's around because of what he's been saying about the family and stuff. Even though, like I said, Scott and Tristan did stuff directly to Courtney and to Chloe, but they weren't like bashing the whole family and like telling the secrets out. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's like a different kind of betrayal.
But like with the Kylie and Jordan, like it didn't scratch an itch that I needed. It was just more of like like wow, I haven't seen these two in a while. Like I said, I do believe that they've been talking for a long time, and they obviously call the paparazzi to be like, here. So if you see us in the same like party once in the future, it's not going to be as shocking now, But before it would have been
Right. I
like,
don't know. To me, it was gross seeing them together. I don't know. It's again very grimy and betrayal, and like you could do it once, you'll do it again, kind of thing. And I don't know. I don't like it. But again, I feel like if Chloe is okay with it, I think obviously Chloe would have to be okay with it because even though Kylie and her were like BFFs, it's still your sister, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like if Chloe's okay with it, then Kylie, it's fine. But to me, like I said, personally, that would never happen. But all right, I think we could wrap this episode up. I feel like we just were babbling and talking about a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I was online with you, and I had to remember this wasn't a phone call. You know what I mean?
I agree because it does feel like we're speaking on the phone because we
Yeah,
are.
because we are using a phone. If those who didn't know, and if you thought about our quality, but okay. Well, hopefully we'll be back next week or in the next 2 weeks with our better stuff coming out. And then this was a fun pop culture talk. Usually I could talk pop culture with Chris, but it was fun.
I mean,
talking with you.
I know what goes on in the media sometimes.
Yeah, you do. No, you have some great insights as well. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube. I know a lot of y'all like us watching there, but you know we're audio only. So go to Spotify or podcast, Apple Podcast.
Yes. And make sure to leave us a 5-star rating on both Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If it's anything less, then you are lying. And again, thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for being there when we aren't, when we don't post. But again, just most importantly, everyone, just always remember to do you, sis.